Hi, Javen. It's good to see you. We haven't seen each other in the last 2 weeks because me and your mom talked, and I guess you had some arrangements and some other things that were going on. I guess, but it's good to see you this weekend. And I actually wanted to bring up a couple of things that's actually happened throughout the last couple of weeks. For example, with school and your behavior. Um, I talked to your mother and actually your school guidance counselor and some of your teachers, and they actually told me that you're very friendly and very well liked, but you kind of go overboard, with things like, for example, like just being very disruptive or being distracted, and maybe I don't know if it could be a possibility, but is it probably kids who influence you, or maybe you just like to be well liked, or you're the class clown, or so I just wanted to bring that because that was actually a point that I wanted to discuss about because I know we've been um, seeing each other since September, and before you actually went to this public school, and I know you've been going to some private. You went to a private school most of your whole life, and that behavior kind of trickled. Was kind of like a trickle effect from your last year, 7th grade, and that private school until your 8th grade, this first time, obviously being your first time in a public school setting. So I just wanted to get your, take on it about like, what do you think has been influencing you? Has it been maybe kids that, because I know you play football, is that correct? For Florida Falcons. Is it possibly kids in that venue that influence you, or you know what I mean, the things you do behind closed doors, whatever it may be. But it's a domino effect, and it's actually, I can see it getting worse if it's not changed. So just wanted to ask you, do you think maybe you're getting bored in school and it's the kids that are influencing you, that are, having these outbursts and how you are behaving?
Basically, I'm getting bored in school, so I kind of,
Yeah.
like when I get bored, I still need to like play around
Mm-hmm.
to take like to get rid of the time.
Yeah. So no, I see that. The reason why I'm just saying that is because you know what I mean. I know you're a bright kid, and I know have been raised right on how to be respectful and be well mannered and stuff. So, that's all I just was wondering because some kids, they just get very bored and they kind of just like once they're bored, they just kind of just their mind goes out of space. But another thing is for sports. I actually talked to your stepfather, and he told me that you want to train, but then you kind of take some steps back. And I know that you want to be out there with friends, and you want to play basketball and stuff. But he was just talking about how like there's been times where you kind of stepping back a little bit, but you really want to work out. But so it's kind of like, in my eyes, it's like you're passionate about it, but you're not passionate. So it's kind of like you're back and forth regarding that, and maybe you just don't know. Maybe you're mulling over some things like what you really want to become, because now it's the age where hey, what do I really want to become? Or maybe you just, I don't know. But that's the reason I'm just talking about, because it's very, very vital that you work out. Because there's kids out there getting faster, getting stronger. You know what I mean? Every day, and getting older as well. So the reason why I bring that up is because I seen some of your highlights. Your father actually showed me, and you actually are pretty, a big focal point on your team. So just wanted to ask you a little bit of your input on that, like how it seems like maybe like your training habits, or do you feel like like you want to train, but you don't want to train every day, or you just want to take breaks and stuff like that. So just wanted to reach out to you regarding that, because I know you're very into sports and stuff. So I don't know if it's like you want to have a life, but you also want to train as well. You know what I mean? But the time, because there's almost so much time in the day, especially with school and stuff. So just wanted to ask you regarding that. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Kind of want to train at the same time, but then at the same time, kind of want to spend some time with my friends, play basketball,
Yeah.
play video games, something.
Yeah, there's always a balance, a fine line, and that's actually pretty good. We're making some leeway and some common ground here, so that's actually good. Regarding, actually was talking to your mother about possible relationships and friends. Not relationships with friends, relationships and growth regarding your stepfather and other things. You know, Give me your take on him, and honestly, your take on him. Like, what do you think about him in your eyes?
You know,
Do you think he's influencing? He cares. He's very in tune with you. You know, or he tries.
I believe he cares and he tries.
Hmm.
I think he does have influence in my life. So.
No, that's really really good. So I actually want to talk about these summer opportunities that's actually come up. Your mom was actually telling me that you're actually going on a youth kind of like gathering fellowship to Indiana. I think it's called National Youth Congress or Conference. Yeah. It's actually kind of ironic how like you know we've met since last year because I actually know a friend of mine who's actually went to the National Youth Congress before, and it was an awesome time. He told me, and I believe him, and it's very very connecting spiritually. You know what I mean? Mingling with your friends. Seeing people from around. The world who not just believe in the same thing but believe in the truth, and who want to be inspirational. Men and women when they get older. So that's actually a good opportunity that I like that you're going that you're crossing and you're going towards. That's really actually good. And your mom told me about a summer job that you possibly can get regarding someone mowing their lawn. I think it is. Yeah, that's good. But that's the thing now because at that age, especially like me, when I was your age, 13, 14, I actually got summer jobs through Jobs for Progress, and that's actually for kids who who their parents don't want them to be like around, like sitting around and doing nothing, and they get involved in work. So I actually have had opportunities where I've worked at the hospital. I've worked at the school, Morton Middle School, when it was very very old, and I was a janitor there. So that's actually good that you're getting involved because a lot of kids just sit home and do nothing, play video games. So it's good that a lot of these avenues are arising in your life so you can grow and so that you can, become independent. So I'm actually glad that these things are arising in your life. Some kids don't have that opportunity, and that's actually good. And then actually this last thing I would like to talk to you about, it's about setting goals from now until the beginning of your freshman year of high school. There's a lot of things that you need to set yourself to because you've actually talked throughout our times we talked together about how you want to go to college and play football, and we actually never really talked about what kind of avenue of study you want to take. For example, maybe sports medicine, maybe human services, like for example what I'm doing, English major, math major, history major, all that. So it's very very crucial that from now until your first day of freshman year of high school that you set goals, because now things are gonna start flying by fast, very very fast. So do you have any goals that you would like to possibly set from now until the first day of school? Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe grow spiritually more. I don't know. I don't know if you've had any goals recently. Maybe read the Bible more. Read some inspirational books. I talked to your father, and he's told me that him and your mother bought you inspirational books. To keep your mind focused, to keep your mind. I'm not gonna say shuttered, but keep your mind influenced in the right things, in the right path. You know what I mean? So, do you have a goal or one or two that you would like to possibly set from now until your freshman year, your first day of freshman year of high school?
As of right now, not really, but I don't really have any.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can set goals. Me and you, we can actually talk about things that you like to do. You know what I mean? Help others. I learned a lot about you throughout these last few months from September till now, and I believe you're very very an influential person, but you're also very influenced on other people. People can influence you very very well, and you kind of confused. So the best thing to do is focus on you. You focus on you, you get all the other things, you know what I mean, very, very, you can get them taken care of quickly. If you're not thinking, if you think about other things and other avenues and stuff like that, if you think about yourself and what you can do to enhance and to be for the greater good and to help you grow in your career and whatever you want to do, that's going to be the best decision you would ever make. Because a lot of people they try to they worry about other things and other things and other people, but they don't take time to stop and think for themselves. You know what I mean? And spend time for themselves. Because remember, the time that you spend for yourself is valuable. You know what I mean? And I've learned that. You know what I mean? Especially, like, there's a lot of times I've been alone with my thoughts, and it helped me. It's like, yeah, I got a goal. Oh yeah, I would like to do this. Oh yeah, I like to work out. And you know, there's times when you're lazy, and you know, me too as well. We all are. And there's times, you know, when we're passionate and we're very, very zealous about getting things done. And you know, that's the thing that you need to start setting from now until the first day of high school, is to stop being more driven, focused, you know, on the things you want to do. You know what I mean? Not other people. Friends will always be there, trust me. The true friends, the true divine friends will always be there. You know what I mean? And you'll know them. And they'll come and go, trust me. But that's good for now. But we definitely, hopefully next time we meet, hoping that we can have at least 3 or 4 goals that we can, that you can bring to me, and then that we can obviously elaborate more on, and that something possibly within the next 7 days you can do. Okay. Well, Javen, it was good seeing you again, and you know what I mean. It's always a pleasure, and I just hope you have a great day, and God bless.